aliens have illegally invaded the United States because they're from Mars. This is an invasion. We get to choose our commander, and not only that, but we have genetically engineered super soldiers. I've got a cheetah and a fly, and they're gonna be joining us in our defense. Here is the enemy mothership, and you can see that there's Martian troopers and vehicles strewn all over the place. We are in a battle of the hearts and the minds. Well, we need to take over the cities, because the cities give us resources, and with the resources, we can purchase more troops and armor, and even air vehicles to aid in our quest to defend our homeland from the illegally invading Martians. Now, I think the first order of business here is going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to want to capture as many cities as we can, and honestly, that's the objective. If the Martians capture 6, they win. If we capture 6, we win. And let's be honest, I like to win. Now, we've got some tanks at our disposal, but they can only attack ground troops. And we got a couple of helicopters here, the Skyhawks. Now I'm gonna maneuver my APC over here to pick up my troops as soon as we capture these cities. So let's see what the Martians are up to. They've got a number of different units. They've got this blaster troopers, so that might be their heavies. They've got laser tanks, and then they've got the saucers, which are able to fly all over the place, including over the water, much like our attack helicopter Skyhawks are able to do. Oh, we've got a tank patrolling straight down the road here. If I can capture this city, I should be able to ambush that with my tank and Veronica the cheetah troop. So this reminds me a lot of Advance Wars in terms of like how the combat is taking place. Let's see, what's his movement? I want to stay outside of his movement so that we can ambush them. So let's go ahead and capture this city. And then you should be able to pick that troop up, and then we can maneuver them. Let's unload them to the left of this building. You're going to acid pool. Let's go right here. And I want to ambush this guy. I'm anticipating he's going to come in here, and then we're going to hit him with double Skyhawks. So Veronica's able to take over another building. This guy can get pretty far, but not all the way, and then we're just going to, like, maneuver. I feel like setting ourselves up defensively is the play, at least until all of the currency from these captured cities, occupied cities, remember, we're the good guys, starts to kick in here. And they're bringing a lot of saucer tanks. Oh, heavy. We're going to need a Stingray. It's a missile system that should be able to take out a lot of their saucers. It seems like they're a saucer-heavy enemy invasion force right now. Okay, so they're unfortunately going to take on our defenders, the heavy troops with the bazookas, who aren't able to shoot back, which is crazy because bazookas can shoot at stuff in the air. And dang, they just messed up Seth over here. But you can see that they're like the acid might be affecting those tanks, the laser tanks. And here's their production centers. All right, so it's our turn again. Now I could pick up this troop and try to drop him off or put him into safety. Now Seth isn't able to do a whole lot, so we might have to pull them out, but we can pull off the ambush here. So our Skyhook versus these saucers, we get to fire first, and in this style of a game, there's a massive attacker's first advantage. Although cover does play into things. Oh, here we go. We'll get to eliminate the enemy without them able to even fire back. So that is a minor victory here. Ooh, here we go. We need to bring this guy up to the front lines. And you get to move faster on the road. I do want to attack them, but I need to be careful not to expose myself to enemy fire. These saucers are able to attack us back. Ooh, let's do a pounce attack. I might be able to double attack here. So here's the pounce against these laser tanks. They did fire back, but look at that. The balance of power is 32 to 86. I can finish them off, or I could have the tank do it. Let's have the tank do it. So here's what looks like sort of like Sherman tanks. A little bit of Sherman, a little bit of Panzer. And now I can actually run all the way up here and slap at this troop. Is that a good idea? They're heavily defended, but it's 51 to 18. We just got to be careful that these guys can't also assist and attack us back, which I think they would try. You know what? I mean, we're a cheetah. Let's do a little bit of a blitz attack here. Oh, so this is what the Martians look like. Little green dudes in their little space suits. Worst thing that could happen is like we just have to run all the way back with our cheetah and retreat. I am a little bit worried about what's going to happen here, but I feel like with both Skyhawks, these tanks can't shoot the air, so I really just got to eliminate this thing. So we're going to attack it from the air over the water. They do have a little bit of a defensive advantage here. And then I'm going to call my troop in to capture this. Now, I've got my special ability, which I can spawn a tank in at the HQ and an infantry unit in every city belonging to me. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think let's do that. Reinforcements have arrived. Oh, heck yes. Oh my gosh. That is fan-freaking-tastic. So next turn, we're going to have tons and tons of troops. So with our $1,500, do we want to transport to help maneuver our troops around the field? We could get a sky carrier, which could be pretty helpful. So let's do that. Oh, I love it. It looks like a old school Chinook. Or wait, what was the helicopter that preceded the Chinook? And we'll get an infantry unit. So now it's the Martian's turn. It's turn 3. Oh, and you can heal up in the cities. Okay, that's a bit of a problem, I think. And they bum rushed our rocket defense system with their tanks. I probably should have anticipated that. Tanks versus armored personnel carrier, that also was a pretty big smack to the face. And the Martians are trying to claim the cities on this island right here, which they should be able to do. Oh, that guy totally retreated. Oh, the saucer just moved my units out of position. And Veronica here is, oh wow. Veronica's gonna have to retreat, or we're gonna lose her. And they're calling in more Martian troops. But remember our massive reinforcements. Okay, so what I wanna do here is I wanna pick this troop up, and I wanna start, oh my gosh, I can just straight up drop him right there. Yo, that's cool. I can do this. Oh no, that's a sky, oh, that's not the sky carrier, that's a sky hawk that's able to do that. Good to know. All right, can this tank get up there? It can't assist. So we're gonna have to run all the way back home, and we're gonna have to create a little bit of a defensive line here. Now I can't tell if my transport has any troop in it. I think we dropped one off. Oh, it says unload, okay. Who is inside of this thing? Oh, it's the bazooka man we were trying to get to safety. I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, are you at full strength? He is, so I should be able to capture this. And the city's mine, so it's... And then, oh, we could really mess up this saucer. Now, before I do that, I can throw in another acid attack and clamp down the choke point here. And we should be able to eliminate these saucers from long range. Fantastic. So now all I gotta do is deal with these 2 tanks, and I have the troops to do so. We're gonna ambush this laser tank from the air. Look at those rocket pods and autocannons. Wow, we took them all out? I mean, almost. And then we'll ambush this one too. So do not underestimate the power of these Skyhawks. You just gotta pick and choose, but I feel like if you're using ambush style tactics. All right, and we're gonna use infantry against the laser tanks. Normally not a good exchange, but when they're already weakened, we'll take it. He shot back and this guy like, ow, you bent my finger backwards. Now we're gonna maneuver these infantry, and then I've got a tank that's moving up. So I feel pretty good about our pretty massive reinforcements. We have no more moves available to us, and I do need to take this city over here. So let's go ahead and get... I think I actually want another Stingray? Do I want another Stingray? I guess we've got all their infantry over here, and all their armor's already pushing up. I'd rather save up for another Skyhawk. I don't know how much money I'm going to get. So let's just go ahead and get a single infantry unit. Now, the enemy can call in a massive bombing run. Oh, okay. That's not scary at all. So who needs to go? It's just this building. We're going to skip. So let's see what happens when the Martians run across the acid pools. Oh, they're doing their bombing run. Ooh. Okay, so some infantry. Duh! They killed Veronica, our cheetah, our specialized super soldier. That stinks. Veronica, you fought bravely. Oh, and they're targeting the Stingray missiles and eliminating them. And these guys are in the acid pools, but I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. I love their little, like, old 80s style, like, Martian ray guns. This reminds me of, like, Mars attacks. And they just, wow. So they can use a saucer from distance, move me out of position, and do damage. Those things are wildly powerful. Wait a minute, what is that? It's called a Devastator. I was like, oh, it's their transport, but look at the giant gun hanging off the bottom of that thing. The dong cannon. All right, we've got to kill so much stuff right here. And we have $3,000, so I could buy another Sky Carrier. Or excuse me, Skyhawk, but then I would only have the ability to get in a single infantry unit. All right, let's go ahead and finish off this laser tank with this one infantry unit. That's the best thing that he could do, so we will utilize that and keep a lot... Oh, this guy can just, like, straight up fly across the map, can't he? I could take that city. We have to keep them from taking another city, or we are not doing good. What's your special ability? Move twice. Okay, that's not nearly as cool as Gravity Beam. that pulls the unit up to 5 tiles closer and deals a small amount of damage. I've got this tank, this soldier, and this soldier that all need to be dealt with. And then I need to hold the flank and prepare myself for this Devastator. It's got an ultra laser. Deals damage to all units in a line of up to 5 tiles. Oh my god, we gotta kill that thing. We're gonna need more Skyhawks. And I'm gonna need to intercept that. Oh, infantry's 250 bucks, not 100 bucks. My math skills are legendarily bad. We're gonna start softening up this Skyhawk. I mean the laser tank. Remember that they cannot shoot back. We're gonna get this guy out of here. And then I'm gonna hit this laser tank from this side. Wait, bazooka attack or attack? What's bazooka attack? Ranged attack, a unit within 5 tiles. Oh, sweet. Okay, I might want to use that then. I don't think these guys can attack the air. Do they shoot back? The answer is no. That's fantastic. We'll eliminate this last infantry that's over on our side of the bridge. All right, we've chewed out that squad of defenders. We've got to eliminate the laser tank for sure. We'll save the bazooka attack. This should finish off the laser tank. And then I do have a squad of infantry that's a little bit weak. If I'm in the city, will I heal myself? I think the answer is yes. And then I'm gonna start moving this troop to like be able to invade over here and distract them. That's the hope. All right, it's the Martian turn. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Troopers versus infantry. That actually did pretty decently for us. And I don't think the troopers are able to hit my flying unit, but I'm worried about the blaster. I think the blaster probably could. That is a lot of infantry storming across. But honestly, this is like their Death Star looking ray. I need to hit this with my Skyhawks. I feel like that's like the Death Star run. And yeah, you heal passively by being in a city. It's better to attack the enemy first, but defending in a city is a good way to heal up and bunker up. We've got our very own Thermopylae. There are 6 enemy troops all around this bridge area. But after that, it's really only this flank on the right side. Okay, they got a pretty sizable force. So we're gonna capture one more city, and all we have to do is hold the rest of this. Now, are our special abilities ready? Ranged attack up to 3 air units within 6 tiles? We need to move this thing over here to get ready to use it. And we're gonna unload a soldier right on one of their cities. First things first, we'll take out these enemy Martian troopers. And I really don't know what to do with our bug boy here. He can pretty much wreck all these guys. I just gotta figure out if these guys can shoot the air, because if not, all I need to do is just like hold the Thermopylae choke point. Oh, he can do an acid attack. Oh my gosh. Okay, and we cannot line up more than 1 troop because their ultra laser is gonna be ready in a turn. I think to fight that thing, we are definitely gonna need another Stingray rocket system. And it looks like our headquarters is made out of a food truck. I find that a little strange. Like, I guess we're making the best Al Pastor tacos and fighting the Martians off at the same time. All right, now we're gonna start our ambush. Oh, this thing's gonna smack this dude. That being said, we need both of our Skyhawks to fight this thing over here. So maybe mistakes were made tactically, but that's okay. So this is a blaster and these are troopers. I can only assume that the blasters are a little more dangerous. Their guns are bigger. Ooh, and I can bazooka attack. Ranged attack a unit within 5 tiles. Now, I wonder if that could work on their air units. So we're gonna march our tank straight to the front and hope that the acid that we're on top of, that was dropped by our super soldier, the genetic fly troop, won't hurt us. Now we're gonna see if our tank will heal while within a city. And it's the Martians' turn here on turn 6. I'm a little bit nervous. Uh-oh, they got to attack first. I wasn't expecting them to attack the Skyhawk, but maybe in retrospect, I clearly should have. Now, their infantry against the tank, we did not take too much losses, and in fact, we almost wiped that entire unit out. So that was a favorable trade. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, we're in their city. Duh. We did lose a tank there, but we wiped out only 1 of their troops. Uh-oh. I'm scared of this thing. Wow, okay. The Devastator immediately wiped out the tanks before... And they just got another Devastator? Okay, but soon we'll be able to get another reinforcements. In fact, we might be able to do it this turn. Oh my goodness. The Skyhawk destroys the Devastator. That is the best news I've heard all day. Okay, we can do this. First, I think I misclicked. But they have a really nice feature called Restart the Turn. Capture. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna pick up this troop with our helicopter. And I think what I'd like to do with our troop is open up another flank. We could get a helicopter and flank it all the way over here. The headquarters does not produce units. These two produce units, so a wide left flank would strategically change the battle. So right now we're using our APC as like a medevac. Skyhawk versus Devastator, let's do this. Ooh, and we got the barrage ability ready. This is gonna be so satisfying. Their scariest vehicle by far basically dented our windshield. It's clearly a ground attack aircraft. And on top of that, we can use our reinforcements ability. So what I'd need to do is move this guy off. All right, so we're gonna flank behind these Martian troopers with Seth. I love how he's just got like a normal name. It's not like Agent Zero or Flypocalypse. It's Seth. All right, now we can bazooka this heavy trooper, and it should eliminate them. And now we should get, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry units and a free tank by using our reinforcement special ability. I love the idea of special abilities because, like, when you account for, like, the basic formula that is Advance Wars, I feel like this quickens the plot up a little bit. Goodbye, little Martian. You've illegally invaded the wrong country. So this guy's got a barrage. Ranged attack up to 3 air units within 6 tiles. Yes! Okay, that barrage ability was incredible. Now all we have to do is call this guy in to start damaging their troops here. It didn't do a whole lot. Ooh, and this is a really favorable attack. We'll probably lose this infantry, but remember, we're fighting for our survival against an extraterrestrial threat. Sacrifices will need to be made for the greater good. And we'll attack from the city here. I love how we have Thompson submachine guns. Hold on. Is this supposed to be like, I guess given the look of these aircraft, this is like very post-World War II era. All right, we'll drop off that troop, and then I think almost everyone's good to go. We're gonna make our way across this bridge. We've got a big infantry push. And with our $2,600, I think it, oh, we can't afford a Skyhawk. What's the best thing that we got? The fastest. We haven't used artillery yet. I don't know if we'll be able to, but it'd be really cool to see that unit. We've effectively seen every other unit that's available to us in the demo. I wonder if in the full game we'll be able to play as the Martians. So the troopers counterattacked against our tank. We've got, like, look at this. We've got the 3 shields, which means we're fighting with extra cover. So those guys effectively just wipe themselves out. Oh, wow. Yeah, they have the cover and we do not in this instance, so we got pretty hurt. That's the sacrificial Medal of Honor recipients on the road there. But they did wipe out. Jeez. They are most definitely earning the Medal of Honor right now for us. Oh god, I hate that thing. We gotta kill it. And they're summoning. What is that? Oh wait, okay. The smokestacks in the back, I thought those were twin turrets for a second. It's just a regular old laser tank. I allowed myself to get very frightened. So now we gotta take this out. Oh, 96 and 3? We'll slaughter that thing. All right, are you carrying a guy? Yeah, he is. Okay. So we need to fly you as quickly as we can over to that flank. All right, we're flanking these little troops. And for some reason, they can't shoot at a dude with fly wings. I'm okay with that, though, since it works for us. Now, both of us only need one city to win, but I have a feeling it's going to be us. We're doing a head-on charge on the Skyhawk. I mean, with our Skyhawks against these Devastators. They actually had a lot of cover there. Are they? Yeah, they are in the city. And so now I should be able to use just infantry to mop this up. All right, we've used our move twice ability, and I want to get as close to a city as possible. And then we're going to move this guy to the front line. And remember that we have the artillery. So I'm really hoping we get that in range. We'll send this wounded infantry into that nearby city to heal up and flank with our helicopter. Now we're going to wipe out another Devastator. I can only imagine how much money they spent on this thing. And to have it immediately destroyed has to hurt. Ooh, now remember the enemy general, whoever they are, has their special ability, so we can expect incoming artillery fire. I wonder what the infantry, our regular old infantry special ability is. Let's hover over them and see. I don't think they have one. Another enemy wiped off the face of our Earth. All right, but I think we do have a bazooka attack. But I don't know if I want to waste it on, like, a rather infantry. I'd rather save it for this laser tank. Now with our $2,500, we still can't get a dang Skyhawk. I'm going to get a heavy infantry, and I'm just going to wait. Although another sky carrier would be nice to give reinforcements over here. The enemy is running out of steam. Okay. A bombing run comes in. Oh. Okay. We lost one Skyhawk unit. All right, so now I'm thinking I want to use my bazooka attack against this guy and soften him up. That was nice. Attack the laser tanks from the flank. I feel like it'd be really cool if we could take these helicopters and then like customize them, right? Like I'd want air-to-air specialists, air-to-ground, like infantry killers, tank killers. That would be such a fun thing to do. All right, get him, Seth. Remove these fools and let us take this city back. Now we only need the one. Now these guys should probably retreat. I'm not sure who we have here. It might be a regular old infantry, but he's gonna have to go hold the front against their infantry. Ooh, and we can attack from afar. The Stingray missiles. Oh, it looked like we killed them both. Clearly we did not. Now we're rolling up our armor, our tank, and our artillery piece. All right, with this kind of money, I think I want the thing that can get into the fight the fastest, which is the Skyhawk. And then with 1,000, I should actually be able to just buy another tank. I've noticed that we have a transport, but it's not armed. Normally the transports are like trucks, and the APCs have like machine guns on them. It's kind of fun to see the nuance there. All right, we're slowly but surely capturing this, and then with you, who do we want to attack? That Skyhawk? No. I'd much prefer... Actually, you know what? Let's eliminate this tank. Why not? If we can do it, we should do it. But then again, doesn't that go against like the Jurassic Park mantra? They focus so much on if they could, they didn't think about if they should. All right, Martians, what do you got? They've got like no XP. Ooh. We have a little bit of armor there. We lost 50% and only took out 28% of them. That being said, this guy's completely surrounded and their flanks are not secure. Okay, you can heal armor in the cities, which makes sense. Oh my gosh. He's like one turn away from being able to aerial invade. Those are my airborne rangers right there. I could destroy, or I could attack that trooper. I want to do an acid pool right there, right on their factory. Hopefully the acid doesn't hurt me. Now, how do I kill this thing? Oh, wow. Okay. I can just wipe it out immediately. I've not seen that. That just is like the perfect counter unit, I guess. So now we're just totally flanking this little infantry guy. Yeah, I would like campaign style upgrades where like my infantry may not be able to immediately attack air units, but you could upgrade them so they had like, you know, a shoulder-launched rocket launcher or something like that. I really want to get my artillery into this fight. Rush them! Okay, that was a really, really good attack. Oh, I can march this way and flank. We'll pick up this troop. Oh, actually, I should have just, like, ran him home. Wiped out another Martian infantry unit. Now, I do have my commander's special ability, but I just don't think we need it, and I don't want more units to control. Let's hope that decision doesn't come to bite me. I feel like I need to be a good commander and trusted with these soldiers' lives. So instead of purchasing any new units, I guess I could get a sky carrier. We'll end our turn. Oh, and they took damage. They're surrounded. They took damage. I think it was from the acid, but I wonder why they didn't attack anything. They should have been able to attack this at the very least. Oh, and here we go. We got another devastator out here with the ultra laser. And finally, we've started the invasion. I mean, over there. Clearly we're invading in other places. Oh, you can combine the units. Ooh, and he's got a barrage. So we'll destroy that, and this will be able to finish him off. Devastator, newly produced, straight off the Martian production lines. Destroyed. And capturing with like injured units takes literally 5 years. I wonder if I can march an infantry unit. All right, let's fire missiles at this poor troop. So it's sort of light artillery in a way that's also really, really good at countering vehicles. I'm gonna try to take their production centers. And if I combine those two troops, all right, I'm gonna set up an ambush over here. I'm gonna flank around with this tank. This guy's gonna get absolutely wally mopped, which I don't even know what that means, but it sounds bad. What happens if I attack their HQ? So with that, we'll end turn. We won't purchase any new units. They just send out the devastators who get devastated. First things first, capture. But I think, is it over right here? It is! We have achieved victory against the Martians. So this was Earth versus Mars free-to-play demo on Steam Workshop, or on Steam rather. If you want to see me play more, let me know. But like, look at this. We've got all of these different heroes And I can recruit and I can splice the creatures to add even more traits. So I could make some really, really interesting, like, super soldiers. So if you want to see more, well, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.